Hi everyone, and welcome to yet another Bot Academy session by Activechat.ai. I'm Andrew, founder and CEO of Activechat, and nice to be here with you tonight. We'll be starting our event in a couple of moments, and while we are waiting for those who can be late, can you please let me know in the chat if you can hear me nice and loud? And also, since this is our third event, can you please share some opinions? Can you please share some feedback on previous two events? How did you like it? What can be done better? And so on. Perfect. Thank you for your feedback. While we are waiting for the rest of the crowd, I would like you to take a moment and to tell me, to answer a quick question. Which e-commerce platforms have you been using before? Please vote in the poll now. Yeah, we know about the video quality, about possible video quality issues. Unfortunately, this is due to Webinar Jam settings and it cannot be improved while we are using Webinar Jam. But today I'll try to record the session myself, and hopefully when I post it to YouTube, it will be much better quality. Okay, so today we're going to talk about chatbots in e-commerce. And first of all, why would you use chatbots in e-commerce? There are tons of possible use cases, and some are listed here on this presentation screen. You can use, first and foremost, actually chatbots can work as your virtual sales agents. When you have your online store, when you have your e-commerce store on internet, there is one big issue with almost any store. It is static. It doesn't provide any human feedback, and actually it's like a brick and mortar store with no salespersons in it. And luckily we can change this. We can introduce virtual assistants who will serve your customers 24 hours, 7 days a week. And these virtual assistants are actually chatbots that we are building with our platform. These chatbots can show your customers different products, galleries of products, push different offers, show product variations, and even customize these offers based on the previous communication history. These chatbots can be used to search your online stores with natural language understanding. For example, instead of clicking multiple screens, go into category, then subcategory, then searching for thousands and hundreds of products, your customer can just type something like, okay, do you have hoodie, or do you have Reebok, and so on, and your chatbot will immediately show the offers that you have. Then you can use, you definitely can use chatbots to fight cart abandonment, and we'll jump on this topic in a couple of moments. Last but not least, you can use chatbots to answer frequently asked questions and to serve as a general customer support agents, and we have been talking about this before on our previous sessions. And you can use chatbots to track orders. For example, sending updates in Messenger or on SMS when order status is changing, and so on. Even if your WooCommerce backend, or even if your e-commerce backend doesn't provide these features, you can use chatbot to add these features to your online store. Actually, possibilities are limitless, and we would love you to build chatbots that will help your customers and will help you as companies make more sales. Okay, thanks for your feedback on e-commerce platforms, much appreciated. A couple of facts to start with. Currently, in year 2018, total e-commerce sales worldwide was around $2.8 trillion. And this is expected to grow to $4.5 trillion by 2021. It looks like the situation is quite good. We are growing fast, and seems like people love to buy online. But for example, there is one big issue with almost any e-commerce store, and this is cart abandonment. Actually, only one of 3 shopping carts turns into actual order. And carts are dropped, carts are abandoned, and the most common reason for this, based on the researches that leading e-commerce platforms do, are these 3 reasons. First of all, people cannot get answers to their questions, and 60% of customers say that this was the reason why they abandoned their shopping cart. Then 37% of customers tell that the site wanted me to create an account, and actually no one likes to create an account when buying something online. You want to come to a store, when you come to a brick and mortar store, you don't have to create an account. You come, you select items that you love, you pay for these items, and you go away happily, both for you and for the store. And you don't have to create an account. But online store usually, yes, asks to create an account, what is your email, what is your password, where do you live, and so on and so forth. And 37% of customers do not like this. And again, 28%, more than one quarter of customers say that the checkout process is too complicated. You have to fill this form and then another page and then another page, and you click and click and click, and eventually you make your order, but a lot of people do not go through this process. So, as you can see and as you can guess, I hope chatbots can solve all of these issues, and this can be done quite easily. Today we'll be looking into how you can achieve this with Activechat. And one last but not least fact to share with you is that by Gartner estimates, by year 2021, 80% of businesses will be using chatbots. I can imagine that most of you are agencies building solutions for your customers, building solutions for your own clients, and this seems to be a good sign for you. If 80% of businesses will be using chatbots, and if total amount of e-commerce sales is almost $4 trillion, you can imagine that this is a nice market share to jump onto. How we can help with this, how you can use Activechat to achieve this? Actually, this is one of our strong points. There is built-in and native e-commerce integrations that we have. Currently we have WooCommerce and Shopify. We'll be adding Magento and other e-commerce platforms quite soon. We provide a tool to build smart e-commerce chatbots visually. Again, based on our concept of Lego for chatbots, you use these building blocks, small building blocks, to create almost any type of conversation that you would like to. And this conversation can be tailored to your shop needs, like finding products, selling products, providing customer support, and so on. You can have complete shop inventory in Messenger with native e-commerce integrations, and I will show you today how to do this. And we already provide you with default skills for product search, for cart abandonment, for payment, for order tracking, and so on. Again, each and every of these conversations can be completely customizable, and you can change the wording, you can rearrange blocks, and so on. Actually, we do not want you to build chatbots. We want you to build conversations, and we want you to build conversations that help you achieve a real value, both for you as a company and for your customers as your clients. Okay, Michael says that 73% of stats are made up. Nice point, but actually I believe that this actually works, since these numbers come from a variety of different sources, like Shopify, like WooCommerce, like Statista, like Gartner researches, like Facebook researches, and I believe that these numbers are quite true. So, what you have with Activechat to build chatbots for e-commerce? First of all, visual conversation design. Then you have these native e-commerce integrations. You can have natural language product searches with Dialogflow. It's quite easy, I suppose, for non-developers. We support multiple messaging platforms. You can use Facebook Messenger, you can use Telegram, Viber, SMS, and we'll be adding more channels soon, especially voice channels like Alexa and Google Home. And we also provide you with native shopping cart and payment systems soon that do not require even your own e-commerce backend. You can build chatbots to make sales even if you do not have an e-commerce shop like WooCommerce or Shopify. If this sounds like something that could trigger your interest, please let me know in the chat for this event, and we will jump straight on to e-commerce integrations in Activechat, and we'll spend like 30 to 40 minutes building chatbots for e-commerce, looking into how it works inside the platform, and discussing various use cases for e-commerce chatbots. Today we'll spend on this approximately maybe 1 hour. I'll take 40 minutes now to show you how it is made in Activechat, and then we'll have another 10 to 15 minutes for free discussion, for answering your questions, and so on and so forth. I'll stop the poll for now. Thank you for your answers. And in case you are still not with us on YouTube or on Facebook, please use this button to sign up. Now, okay, jumping back to fundamentals. First of all, how almost any e-commerce store is built. You have a basic framework, you have basic structure that is almost equal, almost the same between every e-commerce store in the world. You have this, for example, sample store, and you have different product categories in this store. So, for example, in this sample store, we have clothing, we have accessories, and we have workspace, and so on. These categories can be multiple, and each of these categories can contain some subcategories. For example, in clothing, you can have t-shirts, hoodies, trousers, boots, and so on and so forth. Each of these subcategories, again, or maybe categories, contain products, items that you sell. Here in clothing t-shirts category, we have different t-shirts like Momentum, Mist, Mosaic, and so on and so forth. And then each product can have variations. For example, t-shirts can vary in size, in color, in other attributes, in material, and so on. And your chatbot basically have to understand all these different product variations, all these product categories, subcategories, and so on. And your chatbot has to be able to show these products and categories to your users, and then take orders and help your users complete their orders and lead them to payment. Okay. Those of you who already have an e-commerce shop or maybe are working on some e-commerce projects, can you please tell this in the chat? Something like, yes, I have a shop, or something like this, so that I know how many of you are actually on this already. Meanwhile, I'll be turning on my Activechat platform to jump on this hands-on. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, first of all, before we start our actual exploration of chatbots in Activechat, may I share a couple of videos with you showing what we can achieve with the chatbots. And first I will start with a simple WooCommerce chatbot experience, showing you how this can work. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you can hear me now, okay? And actually this kind of chatbot is a template that you already have in Activechat, and you can find it in e-commerce template section. Please let me know if you can see my screen now, and we'll jump into building this kind of chatbot in Activechat. For this demo purposes, we have this small WooCommerce shop built on our website. Let me show you how it looks like. One second. Here it is. Okay, hold on for a moment. I'll check the screen sharing again. Yeah. It looks like it turned off, and now I'm sharing it again. Okay, hopefully now the screen is back. And we have this small demo shop built on WooCommerce on our website. We don't use it for selling anything, it's just for demo purposes, and we'll see how it works now in the Activechat integration. Okay, when you see the screen, just let me know in the chat. Perfect. So last time in our last session we stopped with this Bot Academy chatbot. If you remember, we have been building this natural language understanding chatbot, serving different contexts like weather in New York and time in New York and London and all this stuff. And now we'll be using the same chatbot connected to the same page to add WooCommerce integration to it. First of all, let's see how it works in the integrations. You go to Settings, Integrations. We have already connected our Dialogflow agent, and we will be using this agent later today for natural language product search. But now we will be clicking this WooCommerce tab, and I will paste our website address here. When I click Connect, Activechat takes me to this WooCommerce consent screen. I approve that I provide access to Activechat platform, to the WooCommerce API, and basically that's all. Now we have this WooCommerce shop connected to our chatbot in Activechat. Let's take a moment for this. Great point, Ron. I think this might work for simple purchase processes like single item sales, but not full shopping. Actually, that's why we emphasize building conversations and not chatbots. When you build conversation, you can build almost any kind of conversation, and you can seamlessly put this sales process into your chatbot, like providing answers and then offering products and so on. So it's not like designing chatbots that will copy your website. It's like designing conversations that will help you make some more sales. Okay, let me refresh the page. It looks like it hangs for a moment. Approve once again. And here we are back to Activechat, fetching data from our WooCommerce shop. And you can see that in this table we have our product categories, we have our products that we have in this WooCommerce demo store, we have variations for these products, and also we have shipping methods that we have connected in our store, we have different payment methods, and we have attributes. We'll get to this later, and first of all we start with categories and products. Let's jump to bot flow. You can see that in Start Skill I have this simple welcome message, welcome to Bot Academy, and then a single button leading to product skill, see products. Let's see what we have in this product skill. We tell the user, okay, check in inventory, and then I will remove this for now to show you how it is built. I will delete these blocks. We have this product, category, and variations blocks appeared when we connected our WooCommerce store. I will pull this category block, connect it to text, and then just select multiple categories, set 0 here to display only top level categories, and run the bot. So it took me like 4 or 5 mouse clicks to connect all of this, and if I click get started with Activechat Bot Academy chatbot now, let's see how it works on Messenger. Okay, see products, and what happens now, we have this okay, check in inventory, and then immediately we have these categories from our online store in the gallery. This is dynamic gallery that is generated runtime when you execute, when any of your chatbot users executes this Woo category block, and it is displaying the list of categories in your online store. You can use different parameters here, like search, include specific categories, exclude specific categories, use pages for multiple pages list, and so on. You can sort your lists. We will not dive into these details now, not to waste your time. I would encourage you to play around with this. What we want to do now, we want to add some buttons to provide some real actions with this category. Currently you can see that there is a gallery, but no buttons here. So first of all, let's add another button, for example, to display products. I'll name this button Show Products, and I'll connect yet another block. Now it will be not category, but product. I'm connecting this button, and it will be multiple products. How these dynamic galleries work in Activechat. You have a set of system variables that are generated runtime, and when the user is scrolling your category, your gallery here, the values of these buttons will represent the cards that are in this gallery. This is easier done than said, and I'll show you how to do this now. Category, selected, category, ID. Okay, and I'll just click run now. One more important thing, do not forget to connect these error blocks so that you know if something goes wrong when your chatbot is running. I will connect this and this to a text block, and this text block will tell me error, and the error will be, we have a special system variable named WooError that will contain a textual representation of error that happened when runtime. I click run again and restart my bot again. Okay, going back to see products. We are checking inventory. Please note that now we have this gallery with a button show products under each card. How it looks in the bot, let me remind you, we have this WooCategory block and show product button that leads somewhere else. Let's see what happens when we click this button, for example, for accessories. I click show products, and I immediately have another dynamic gallery that contains products in this category, in accessories category. The products are beanie, belt, and cap, and sunglasses, and so on, beanie with logo, and so on and so forth. Please let me know if this resonates, if this is not too touchy and not too complex for you, and we will move on with how to actually sell these products with your chatbot. Please let me know if you like how this is made with Activechat. Again, as in any other dynamic gallery, you can add buttons to product gallery also. I'm clicking this, for example, to buy this. Okay, perfect. Actually, I would encourage you to play around with these templates that we have, with WooCommerce template and with Shopify template, to see how it is built from the inside. And I will jump on this in a couple of moments to dig into these templates to show you more complex things like multiple pages in your product listings, like accepting orders, like working with a shopping cart. But currently I am just showing you how easy it is to use these Lego style blocks to build complex conversations. Yeah, Stefan, I agree absolutely. Implementation may be tricky, and there's a learning curve. Trying to picture how this works with a shop that has 50 categories. I can show you how it works in a couple of moments. We have multiple categories. You will just use multiple pages in your listing. You will, as you know, Facebook gallery can contain only 10 cards. But you can show first 10 cards, and then you can provide 2 quick replies, next 10 and previous 10. And when user is clicking next 10, you are showing another gallery with next 10 results and so on. But basically this is just a plain straightforward approach. And I would incentivize you to be more smart and maybe to invent something like a natural language search, and to use something like narrowing your search results, narrowing your search queries for your users based on your conversation history and so on. And we'll actually jump into this maybe in 5 or 10 minutes. I will show you how to use Dialogflow to use natural language search in your product categories. So, great question from Michael. Where is the selected category come from? Where are the hats and belts being pulled from? Again, we have this list of system variables. If you go to help, I will open this a new window for you, a new tab. If you go to platform manuals, you have this. Let me show you where it is. Let me show variables. I'm using search to find, yeah, okay, complete list of system variables and events. And you have this general e-commerce product galleries. And you have this list of variables: selected category ID, selected category slug, selected category title, product ID, product slug, product title, description, and so on. These variables are being populated runtime when your user is talking to your chatbot. And actually, this is how these dynamic galleries work. For example, in Woo category, I can show, let's better use this with Woo product. For example, I can have this, by this button, I will add another button like show details here. If I go back to the list of system variables, I can see that for product, we have selected product ID, selected product title, selected product description, and selected product image. What I will do now, I will connect another block here. For example, show details. And this block will say, okay, details for, and now I will be using one of these system variables. Selected product title. Yes, and then I will provide these details. I will put description here, and it will be selected product description. And then I will add another block to this text block. It will be image block. I will show picture of this product. And to show the picture of the product, I will be actually using a URL variable. And here I will put selected product picture. Let me check the name of the variable. Selected product image. Okay. Selected product image. Right. I'm clicking run. Going back to Messenger and checking how it works. Please let me know in the chat if this makes sense to you. If you have any immediate questions, feel free to ask these questions. I'll try to help. Okay, now you can see that we have this by this that is not connected nowhere, anywhere here, and we have these show details. Let's click show details and see how it works. And you can see that, okay, details for Beanie, the description that was taken from WooCommerce backend, and we have this image of our Beanie. So basically you can do almost anything. You can make these conversations very flexible, and you can tailor this conversation to your own needs to build the conversation that will be selling products for you. I will remove these blocks for now and add another product here. Okay, how we go, for example, how do we navigate back to the list of categories if we are displaying the gallery of products? So we can add yet another button here. For example, categories. And we will just connect this button to our list of categories here and run the bot again and check it on Messenger. Michael, the image comes from your WooCommerce backend. You do not have to upload this image to the chatbot. You do not have to create these galleries manually. And this is the primary difference of Activechat. This is the primary value that Activechat provides. In all other bot building platforms, you have to manually build these product galleries. You have to upload images. You have to pull descriptions, to type descriptions, titles, prices, and so on. We do the heavy lifting for you. We pull this information from WooCommerce or Shopify API. And actually you just use this simple WooCommerce Woo products block, and you have all your inventory in your chatbot immediately. You do not have to do all of this stuff. Okay, click and see products again. Showing products. And click in categories to go back to the list of categories. Okay, makes sense? How to personalize offering based on behavior of customer? Great question, and you have a couple of ways to do this. Let me remind you that we have these attributes or variables in Activechat. And for example, when user is asking, do you have this or do you have that, you can store the things that the user was searching for in these variables. And later, for example, when you are sending a drip campaign or marketing campaign, you can check these variables and send new products or discounted products that you have only for these types of user, or only for these types of items that the user was interested in. If it makes sense, hopefully, please let me know. Okay, let's go back for a moment. Please let me know if you were present on our previous session when we have been discussing this natural language understanding chatbots. I want to show you yet another trick that is easy to do with Activechat, and now we'll teach you this simple chatbot. Actually, you can see that we have only 5 blocks here, and we have our complete WooCommerce store in our messenger. We have product galleries, we have products, we have product details, and so on. All built with only 5 blocks in Activechat. Okay, I can see that half of you were present and half of you were not. So let's jump on this for a moment, and I'll show you how easy it is with Activechat, and then we'll continue with our templates to see how it is built from the inside. So if I go back to settings, integrations, I have Dialogflow connected and I have WooCommerce connected here. What I can do, I can push these values to Dialogflow. I will be pushing categories and products. I click push to Dialogflow, and in a moment, if I go back to Dialogflow, this is the same agent that we were using on the last session. If I refresh it, I can see yet another intent here, show category, and I can see 2 entities, category and product. And if I check these entities, you can see that we have entity names here and we have entity IDs here. How do we use this in a chatbot? I will go back to the conversation. We already have our NLP block connected here to the default skill. And if I refresh skills from Dialogflow, hold on for a moment, I'll do this for you. Integrations, Dialogflow, refresh intents. You can see that we have this show category intent. Again, this intent was made for you by Activechat. And if I build this skill, I will remove this text block, put another text block here. Okay, searching for NLP entity search. And then again, I'll be connecting this product block. But now I will just use multiple products, and I will put NLP entity search term here in the search. NLP entity search. Let me remind you how it works in Dialogflow. If I type, let's look at this intent, show category, and this intent is triggered by natural language phrases. For example, I'm looking for shirts, I'm looking for something red, I'm looking for jacket, do you have jackets, show me your tops, and so on and so forth. So if I type something like, I'm looking for hoodies, you can see that this intent show category was triggered, and we have this category 18. Okay, I'm looking for zipper. And now the same intent show category was triggered, but now we have entity search set to zipper. If I go to my chatbot, click run to deploy it to the cloud, go to Messenger and type something like, I'm looking for, okay, let's use the same zipper. Okay, you can see that we immediately found in our inventory, and the inventory for this demo shop is approximately 30 or 40 items, I think. We found the single product that contains this zipper term. And all this was done with Activechat NLP integration. Okay, if you are still with me, if you are still not lost, please let me know, and I'll jump to another to ready-made template that we have, this WooCommerce template that is in the template section, and we'll see how the actual selling is made in the chatbot. Yeah, Simon, in Shopify, this works exactly the same. You have the same blocks to display categories, to display products, to work with a shopping cart. The only difference is that the color of blocks is green for Shopify, and you need a Shopify connection. And we have a manual on how to connect this to Shopify. Okay, I will jump to this WooCommerce Demo Messenger store on Messenger and type start to restart the bot to show you how it works from the very beginning. Meanwhile, we go to this bot flow, and you can see that what we do here, we set some variables in start block. We are clearing our shopping cart for users who start communicating with the bot for the very first time, and then say, okay, welcome to WooCommerce Demo Store, and immediately showing the list of categories from our WooCommerce store. Let's see how it looks on Messenger. You can see this gallery of categories. Again, we have these two buttons, subcategories and products. How it works here, we have these two buttons, subcategories and products, and subcategories leads to another WooCategory block displaying multiple categories. But now we put this selected category ID here instead of 0. What this will do, this will show categories that are subcategories to this selected category ID. If I click, for example, we have subcategories in clothing, I think. If I click subcategories here, we have accessories, hoodies, t-shirts, and so on. Okay, what if we do not have subcategories? Then we go directly to the list of products. And here starts the complex part. We have multiple pages of products in this shop, and we want to show the pages of these products. So we are setting this variable current page to 1 and then going to another skill. This is another feature of Activechat. Again, try to keep your skills simple. This is a start skill for a basic introduction to your chatbot. And then we have specific skills to show products, to continue shopping, to add product to cart, to show shopping cart, and so on. If we jump to show products, we're displaying this product gallery using selected category ID as a category. Then what we do, we wait for 1 second and then we check. Again, we have this system variable Woo total pages, and it is equal to the number of pages that WooCommerce API returned on our latest search. And if it is greater than 1, if we have more than 1 page of 10 items, then we will be providing these quick replies: next 10, previous 10, next 10, and so on. And these quick replies will change the page number and then lead back to the same Woo product block. This is present in the WooCommerce chatbot template. Please check it. I will not be diving into these details. It's quite obvious if you look into how it is built in your chatbot and connected to your shop. Okay, but how do we do actual selling? You can see that in this product gallery, we have this single button, Add to Cart. And we will be adding some products to our shopping cart. I will click products here in accessories. And I have, for example, this add to cart. I click add to cart. What happens now is another skill is triggered, and this skill, you can see, is called add to cart. If I go to this skill in the chatbot, it is built quite simple. We use a limitation. You can have maximum 10 items in your shopping cart. We're checking if cart total quantity is equals to 10. And if it is equal to 10, we say the user that your cart is full, please delete some items or clear cart to continue. And if it is not, if we do not have 10 items in the shopping cart, we ask the user how many of these items would he or she like to add to the shopping cart. You can see this question right here. And this, we provide like 3 quick replies, 1, 2, 3, or maybe user can type in another value. And then we use another block, add to cart. It is here in this shopping cart category. We are using our variables from the gallery, from our dynamic gallery, like selected product ID, selected product title, description, slug, URL, image, price, and quality that we got from this listen block. And then we tell the user that this product was added to his or her shopping cart. Let's see how it works. I click 1 for the number of items. And 1 beanie was added to my shopping cart. And I can change quantity, continue shopping, or proceed to checkout. Let's see this in the bot structure. you can see that after we add this product to the cart, we go to another skill, show cart. And this show cart, again, a simple skill built on this show cart block. We are displaying shopping cart and then providing 3 buttons: to change quantity, to continue shopping, and to go to checkout. Again, change quantity is another skill. Continue shopping takes us back to the list of categories, and checkout takes us to checkout. Let's see how it works. For a moment, I'll continue shopping with this chatbot. And then, for example, I'll take another product from decor. And I'll add this WordPress pennant to my shopping cart. Okay, again, only one item. And now you can see that bot is showing me 2 items in my shopping cart. And what I can do now, I can proceed strictly to checkout. Let's go to our chatbot flow and see how checkout is built there. We have a special skill, and this actually is quite complex. Why? This again is something that we have been fighting in the website online shops. This is creating an account for the user, asking where to deliver, delivery address, payment methods, delivery method, and so on and so forth. Email, phone, first name, last name, and so on. But we can do this much simpler in the chatbot. If you know, we can ask the user to provide his or her location, to share the location, and we can get the address through API. Then we already have user's first name and last name from Facebook. We can ask the user to share his or her email easily, so that the user doesn't have to type it in. And basically, this skill can be tailored to your specific e-commerce experience to make this quite simple for your users. Okay, I see some good questions in the chat. I will get back to these questions in a moment. Let me show you how it works currently. So first of all, we have the system variable, sorry, not system, but general kind of variable, first order. And we have been setting this first order variable to true when the user started communicating to our chatbot for the very first time. You can see this in a start block. We're setting this first order to true. What does it mean? We know that we have to ask these details. We have the ask user to provide these details when he or she creates their first order. But when the user is making another order, second, third, and so on, we do not have to ask for the same details. We can just tell the user, okay, here is your details from previous order, and then the user can proceed and use these details or maybe change these details. So basically, efficiently, what we do here is that we create account seamlessly for this user in our chatbot. Okay, let's see how it works on Messenger. I am providing my email. This is a fake email. You can please don't send email to it. I will not read it. Okay, the bot is asking where do you want it to be delivered. Let's say Madison 80, my New York address. The city is New York. Zip code is 10016. Okay, 10010. Country is US. The state is New York. Okay, and how would I like to pay? I'll be paying with credit or debit card. What happens now? The chatbot is sending this order right to your WooCommerce backend. If I go to my WooCommerce admin panel now, I can show you how it looks like. If I go to orders in my WooCommerce, I can see this order, put it here 1 minute ago from Ivan Ivanho. And this order contains these items that were in my shopping cart in the chatbot, this beanie and WordPress pennant. And to get actual payment from the user, I can click this pay now, and it will take me to the payment page in my WooCommerce backend, and I can immediately pay with Stripe or PayPal and so on, and I can pay for this order. So basically, You can be taken you can be collecting payments right in Facebook Messenger, but lots of users do not like it. They are afraid to provide their payment details to Facebook Messenger. So we decided to use this simple feature, just to take the page address for payment on your WooCommerce or on your Shopify backend and redirect your users to pay there. This is much safer, and we will be introducing native Facebook payments quite soon, so that the user doesn't have to leave your chatbot even to make payment. Yeah, great advice from Ron. Always put desired action on top. Checkout above change, pay or above invoice. Yeah, that's a nice point. So basically, we have our order from the chatbot immediately put in our WooCommerce, and this order can be processed in our WooCommerce backend. For example, you can see that this message, your order status is updated to pending. How do I know? How does the chatbot knows about this? And we have this specific skill here, order updated. This skill is triggered when order is updated in WooCommerce backend, and actually this is something that your shop administrators, your shop salespersons will do. For example, when this order status is changed, for example, for some reason, I'm putting this order on hold. I click update, and what will happen now? The chatbot will send me an update about this, that my order status was changed to on hold. And again, this can be customized in this conversation, in this, you can see it here, new message, your order status is updated to on hold. And this can be used to provide order updates, delivery status, delivery notes, tracking numbers, and so on and so forth. This is, the possibilities are limitless. We provide you the mechanics, we do the heavy lifting for you, and you can use this to build almost any selling conversations that you can imagine. So, if it makes sense, please let me know. I don't want to dive deeper into technical details right now. First of all, I would like to answer your questions. Let's spend a couple of minutes now with the discussion and answering your questions. And then, if we have time, we'll jump back to the chatbot development. If you are on a mobile phone, it would open the browser. Yes, it will open the browser, but the browser will be opened in web view inside your messenger. What if a user enters an error and wants to correct it? Again, this is conversational design. Before you put actual order in your WooCommerce or Shopify backend, you can show these details that you collected from user and ask, do you want to change something? And if you want to change something, you can go back. If a shopper clicks on continue shopping, is there a way to show him first the same category of the product? Yes, absolutely. Just store this the category ID in last category, for example, in your own variable, in your own attribute, and then jump first to this attribute and change it to another when the user switches the category. Will the native solution be simpler than using WooCommerce? Please update. What exactly do you mean by native solution? Actually, yes, we will be updating our templates, and hopefully we will provide a much better experience. Actually, what's the chatbot? The chatbots are new websites, and messengers are new internet. And it is like a website design. The conversational design is a new website design. And what we do, we provide something like a WordPress for chatbots. You can do almost anything, but it is up to you how to customize this, which templates to use, which conversations to build, and so on. Can we have a chatbot opt-in in the WooCommerce checkout on our store? Maybe say connect to our chat for order updates. Yes, absolutely. And we have this in Grow Tools, and we will be releasing our WooCommerce plugin soon exactly for this. Are all the skills pre-built when connecting WooCommerce, show cart, checkout? No, they are not pre-built, but you can use our template, WooCommerce template, and see how it is how it is built. Actually, right now I'm on this template. And then you can customize this template to your own needs. Yeah, great points again from FRD and from Michael. Yeah, we know we have tons of options, but the UI and the general user experience is not too friendly. That's why I'm here with you now. That's why I'm discussing this with you. We would love to provide an awesome e-commerce experience. And right now we will be building these templates. We will be providing more simple ways to connect to your backend, to your store. And actually, if you share your specific use cases in our Facebook community, by the way, if you are still not with us on Facebook, please sign up with this button now. If you describe your specific use cases, we would be happy to provide templates for these use cases. And actually, that's the point of meeting with you today. How to handle Woo variations, please? Great question, and we have something for this. You have this variations block. What you do here, you put multiple variations, and instead of ID, you put selected product ID. And if this product has variations, okay, let me show you how it works. In integrations, WooCommerce, I can check variations, and I can see that I have color, logo, and size. If I go to products, I can see, for example, that hoodies, hoodie with zipper and hoodie with poker have this color variation. And cap, again, beanie has color variations. Let's jump on our template. Let's go to this Bot Academy chatbot, a simpler version. And I will show you how to add variations there. To retarget abandoned carts, do we need to wait for the WooCommerce plugin? No, you don't have to. And actually, I will show you how to do it now. Hold on for a moment. So it's Bot Academy chatbot, and when we are displaying products, when we click, for example, show details, we'll take this variations block, connect it to this button, and I'll use multiple variations. The ID and ID will be, let's say, selected product ID. Okay, I click run, and let's see how it works on Messenger. See products. I think we had variations in beanie, right? And it was in okay, it was in accessories. Show products, beanie, show details. No, for some reason it didn't work. Let's see what was wrong. This is why I encourage you to have this text block connected to every error button and providing some details. Error, Woo error. Let's build it once again. Selected product ID should work. Okay, building the bot again, jumping back on Messenger. See products, going back to beanie to see the variations and maybe the error message. There are no results. That's strange. Let's check this in integrations. WooCommerce, products, beanie. There should be variations by color, I think. I know the reason for this. Actually, we do not have variation products in this backend, in this WooCommerce backend, in this WooCommerce demo store that we have on Activechat. I will I will add some variations in our backend, and I will post a short video on how to handle variations in our Facebook group. Sorry for this, I forgot that I didn't add these variations. So these products are they contain attributes for color, but they do not have actual variations on these attributes like green, red, yellow, and so on. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so if you have any questions, let's jump straight to the questions. I would like to help you with providing some value on this. And please let me know if the content that we have been discussing today was useful today, and if you think that you can use it in your actual bot development. How to make NLP to search products instead of category. Use this entity search, use the intent, show product, and just use show product, Woo product block instead of Woo category. It's quite simple. And if you jump to WooCommerce template, sorry, not WooCommerce, we have another template. Let me show it in templates. It is called Shopify with Dialogflow. And this contains Shopify with the actual Dialogflow connection, and you can see how it is built there. This bot can search both variations and both categories and products. Is there a limit for the number of variations? No, you can have as many variations as you would like to. A tiny bit too complicated. Yes, Stefan. Actually, it is. We try to. These are complex issues. Imagine me trying to teach you how to use WooCommerce if you do not know, if you know nothing about WordPress and WooCommerce and websites in general in 50 minutes. It would be almost impossible, and that's why we are just scratching the surface here with these educational materials. That's why I would advise you to join this Activechat Developers program. We will be diving deep into this all this stuff like designing conversations, building chatbots, connecting e-commerce integrations, using natural language processing, natural language understanding, and so on to prepare this community of certified Activechat developers. We got tons of requests for building actual chatbots, but again, since we are a small team, we cannot handle this. So we have tons of leads to build chatbots, and we would be happy to share these leads with you if you qualify as a certified Activechat developer. Yeah, Kirill, great point here. Can we provide discount on pop-ups and ask people to subscribe to our chatbot and then send them the discount? Exactly, that is how it works, and this will be the topic of our next session. I'll be posting video on this. Quick hint, go to bot settings, tracking, and event tracking. And when user clicks any button on your website, for example, like add to cart or something like this, you can trigger this event in the chatbot. For example, you can add this add to cart event here, and then send parameters like product ID 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. Then you copy this code, you paste this code to your button with JavaScript, with simple JavaScript. And then when the user is clicking this button, this event will be triggered in your chatbot. And you know that, for example, you add another parameter here, product ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the discount is, for example, 10%. And this event will be triggered in your chatbot, and you will have these variables in your chatbot, product ID and discount. And you can immediately continue the conversation in your chatbot, offering this discount and providing payment link. Hopefully this makes sense. How do we join the program? Please sign up for early access. We are preparing this product, this content currently. It will go live in March, and we will have these regular sessions again. The same as Bot Academy, but it will be certified Activechat developers course, more advanced learning, more advanced dive into conversation development with Activechat. Okay, any other questions, please? Hammer. You do a lot of traveling in March. Actually, hopefully, when we release this live chat and chat widget and white label solution that we have to do in March, we will do some traveling too with the team. But by the end of March, the certified bot developers course will be in place, and we will continue it in April too. Can you track comments into Facebook posts? Not yet. We are working on this integration. It will be live in a couple of weeks. Yeah, the recording will be available on YouTube as usual. I'm recording this session and hopefully the quality will be much better. JSON authentication will be available. Yes, it will be available next week. I think the developers are already working on this. Both Activechat and Dialogflow support almost any language. You can customize your buttons, your text blocks, your quick replies with any language, and we have chatbots built in Spanish, in German, in French, in Portuguese, and even in Chinese, so it's not a problem. Template for real estate, yeah, hopefully we'll have it quite soon, and we know that we have to add more templates. We are not sure for the price for the certified developers course yet, but again, if you sign up for early access, it will be available for you for a much cheaper price than the regular access. WooCommerce bookings, yes, we are looking into this, and actually in a couple of weeks, I think it will be March 10th or March 14th, we will be releasing a Google Calendar integration, and then this WooCommerce booking will be a nice add-on to this Google Calendar integration. You will be able to set appointments straight from the chatbot. We are already working on this. Can you look into Shopify? In Shopify it works exactly the same. Just open your click create new bot, use the Shopify template and connect your Shopify store, and you can find the manuals in the manual section how to connect to Shopify, and it will work exactly the same product categories, the same product blocks, product galleries, the same shopping cart, and so on. Funkian, can we let our customer check out with different currency? Currently, no. Currently, we are sending your customer back to your WooCommerce or Shopify to check out. But when you have native Facebook payments in Messenger, yes, this will be possible. I have internal server error when I try to check out with my Shopify chatbot. Please make sure that you provide permissions necessary. Ping live chat support in the application, and we'll help you to solve this, to sort this out. Usually this is caused but not providing permissions for draft orders in Shopify backend, in Shopify app settings. Not sure about WordPress Job Manager for listings. Okay, Vanessa, please ping us in live chat and we'll sort this out for you. For me, the Shopify integration works perfectly, and I would like to dive into it. Currently, you can make payments with any payment method that is that you have in WooCommerce or in Shopify. Okay, please share your feedback before we part tonight. It's almost 1 hour together. Before we part, please share some of your feedback in the chat. How did you like this session? I know it was complex. I know it was quite technical. Hopefully we will be diving deeper into this and providing a more user-friendly experience. But please let me know how did you like it, and maybe share some insights and share some ideas for next sessions. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Real estate bot in March, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for your awesome feedback. Thank you for your support. We do appreciate this, and we would love to build the platform that is flexible and user friendly. So we are powered by your thoughts. We are powered by your support. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, let me remind you, it was Andrew from Activechat.ai with you. We have been talking about the bots for e-commerce, about native WooCommerce and Shopify integrations in Activechat. We will continue with this in our next sessions. Sign up for Bot Academy. Don't miss our sessions. Subscribe to for us on YouTube and join our Facebook community. It was great to be with you tonight, and take care. See you soon. Thank you so much.